Good. So let me just take you to the concept we had started last time around. We were there into the indifference point, can also be called as the indifference point of EBIT and EPS. Now, indifference point is basically an extension of EBIT EPS analysis only. Now, what do we do in that EBIT EPS analysis is that we want to maximize our earning per share. More and more earning per share company will have, better and better market prices may be fetched. It's not just a one benefit of incremental market price. There may be various other benefits too, because higher earning per share is considered to be positive by every stakeholders, whether they are your creditors, whether they are the lenders of loans and advances, whether they are your customers or everyone. Higher EPS is always a good sign for a company. So we should select a capital structure where the EPS is maximized. Let me share the screen with you. So we had started with the formula of indifference point. So it's basically one simultaneous equation we had framed. And the equation was looking like this. So if you want to find the formula of EPS, you go with EBIT. Let's just start with the EBIT. Then you deduct interest from it. So you get EBT, right? You deduct tax from it, you get PAT. You deduct PD from it, that stands for the preference dividend, not that PD Rahul Gandhi type. You have EA, earning available for equity. And you divide that amount, you get EPS. Now by using a formula, if I want to reach to this EPS, how can I reach? Now that can be done by using this formula. No. EBIT minus I stands for the interest, multiplied by 1 minus tax rate minus PD divided by the number of shares. Now, what is our interpretation of this indifference point? Now, indifference point is a point where it is a level of your EBIT where the EPS of two alternatives is same. Try to understand it conceptually first of all. It is the level of that EBIT where the EPS of two alternatives is same. So at that point of time, whether we go to the equity or we go with an option where more debt is involved, it really does not matter, because at that time, the EPS of both of this alternative is coming same. So EPS of 1 is equal to EPS of 2. That's the fundamental equation we have framed, right? Now we are putting the figures of alternative 1 left hand side and alternative 2 right hand side. EBIT will be assumed as an X. So that's where we were in the last question. So let's start solving this now, and then we'll go to some practical applications of indifference point. So here we get X, then in bracket there would be 0.5 minus 50,000 divided by 15,000 equal to, so 0.5 in brackets, I am just solving this first of all, then X minus 72,000 will be there, minus 20,000 divided by 10,000. So let's close the bracket we have here, 0.5x minus 50 divided by 15. Let's close the bracket over here to 0. No, let's open the bracket, not close, sorry. 0.5x, then you multiply 0.5 with this 72,000, so you get minus 36,000, and then there will be a minus 20, do not forget that. Then in denominator you have got anyway 10,000 using the sign of therefore. 0.5x, let me just simplify this further and then we'll do some calculations. 15,000 equal to, in denominator you have got the number of equity shares. Do not include the preference shares over there, because that's what the EPS mean. While calculating the EPS, you remove the preference dividend first from the earning available to everyone, right? And so you get the earning available only to the equity shareholders. So in denomination, you always have number of equity shares. 0.5x minus 36 माइनस माइनस हो गए प्लस, तो सर यहाँ पे आता है 56,000, then we'll have 10,000. Now let me just take this 15,000 over there, or you may just take the 10,000 over here, whatever the case it may be. So 0.5x minus 50,000 equal to 0.5x minus 56,000. Now I have this 15,000 over there. Let me just take it over there on the right hand side. So it denomination becomes multiplication. So 15,000 comes over here. And then in denomination, you have 10,000. Just cancel off all the zeros you have here. So therefore, 15 divided by 10 would be 1.5. So let's keep the bracket over here. In bracket, after multiplication, you will have 1.5. So 0.5x minus 50,000 equal to 1.5 in bracket 0.5x minus 56,000. Now you people can solve this. Please open this bracket and let's just find the amount of x, which is going to be my indifference point. Let's see how many of you get the same answer. Giving you 1 minute uninterrupted to solve this now. किसी का आंसर आया है? अभी तक तो नहीं आया भैया। चलो देखते हैं कौन आंसर देता है। अभी तक किसी का ही आंसर नहीं आया है। वीडियो लोग तो वैसे बैठे हुए हैं, सोए हुए लग रहे हैं मेरे को तो। Italy, Hamali, Vaishali, Gaurav, Jaidev, and all, Mitesh, Mr. Deepesh, Mr. Daksh, Miss Millie. चलो भैया आंसर फाइंड करो। कोई कोई लोग तो कैलकुलेटर लिए भी नहीं बैठे होंगे, पता नहीं क्यों। ये इंडिफरेंस पॉइंट में कुछ नहीं होता। ये गोल सेक फंक्शन अगर मैं यूज करूँ तो 1 मिनट का काम है ये, लेकिन फिर भी वी वांट टू डू दिस मैन्युअल कैलकुलेशंस, यू नो। फंडामेंटली तो स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए अंडरस्टैंडिंग, फिर जाके तुम एनालिटिकल पार्ट में आओ। अपने अभी तक किसी का भी आंसर नहीं है, बोलो चैट बॉक्स में। मैं इधर हेलो 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 चिल्ला रहा हूँ, इधर बच्चों को कोई जवाब नहीं देना मेरे को। सर ये तो लास्ट लेक्चर है ना, इसलिए तो लास्ट है, तो मैं क्या करूँ? मेरे को लास्ट मिलता है तो मैं क्या करूँ, आप ही बताओ। क्या करूँ, क्या करूँ अगर मेरा लास्ट लेक्चर आता है तो? Okay, so let me just show the answer to you. I guess that comes around 1,36,000. The interpretation of this will be, please take a note of this now. Let's say if your EBIT is 1,30,000 right now, this is your current EBIT, then which alternative will give you the highest EPS? The alternative which gives, which involves more amount of equity will give you higher EPS in that case. Sir, how did you come to know that? That's what we had studied in the last case, last slide, last time around. Just check it out. The interpretation point, the conclusion point of indifference point is that if the current EBIT is more than indifference point, then more debt will be feasible in case if you want to increase your EPS. And if the current EBIT is less than indifference point, then more equity will be feasible. So in that case, if I assume that my current EBIT is just 1,30,000, right? And the indifference point is higher than 130, that means that falls under this second one. Current EBIT is lesser than indifference point. That means more equity shall be preferred if we want to increase our EPS. Now, let's go to all these two alternatives and let's see that where we have the more amount of equity, in the first alternative or in the second alternative. So we have got the more amount of equity in the first alternative. So we should suggest that if the Rabdi Devi Limited wants to maximize their EPS, then first alternative is the most preferable one by using the concept called indifference point. At the same time, let me give you one more hypothetical situation. Say the EBIT, current EBIT is 1,50,000. That means current EBIT is more than indifference point EBIT. And if that is the case, then the alternative which involves more amount of debt or fixed obligation or interest shall be preferred. So in that case, I would have suggested that to maximize the EPS, the company should go with a second alternative, because in that the debt portion is higher as compared to the first alternative. I hope the conclusion part is absolutely clear now. कंफर्मेशन तो दे दो भैया, आंसर तो किसी ने नहीं दिया, एटलीस्ट कंफर्मेशन तो दे दो चैट बॉक्स में, तो मैं यहाँ पे फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट जोन में तो ना जाऊं, मेरे को ऐसा तो न लगे कि मैं ऐसे अकेले अकेले बैठ के बोल रहा हूँ. Okay, Miss Titli has given, Mr. Jaidev too, Miss Hemali too. Nice. Mr. Deepesh as well. Good. Mr. Deepesh के ज्ञान के दिए जलने लगे. Amazing. Okay. Sir, let's do it on some company. Now, if you can recall it, in one of the worksheets, we had copied the data of Reliance Industries Limited, and that was done, I guess, in the leverage analysis. If you have that worksheet with you right now, then you may just take it somewhere. I guess many of you might not be ready with the laptop too. So giving you 1 or 2 minutes, if you want to get yourself occupied with the laptop, you may just take it away. अगर आपको लैपटॉप लेना हो तो 1 मिनट के अंदर आप ले लो, तो मैं आपकी वेट करता हूँ, डोंट वरी. Some people, आपने तो पहले तो बताया ही नहीं लैपटॉप लाना था. अच्छा बाबा, अब बता रहा हूँ, 2 मिनट दे रहा हूँ ना. Achha, from this information, we got to check that what is the number of equity shares of Reliance Industries Limited, because we don't have the details of EPS in this case. So anyway, we are required to go again over there in the Reliance financials to find what is the EPS. But won't be required either. That EPS won't be required either. But in case if you want to write it over here, we may. Okay, so I'm just writing the two situations. Say the Reliance wants to raise 50,000 crores and they have got two alternatives. Alternative one, सर आप तो अपने हिसाब से सम बनाते हो, तो मेरी मर्जी, मेरे को याद आ जाए कि यहाँ पे सम बनाने के लायक है तो बना लेंगे. Alternative 2. Now, as per the alternative 1, Reliance can issue 30,000 crores of equity, then 15,000 crores of preference at 12% dividend rate, and 5,000 crores of debt at 9% interest rate. Okay, so here 30,000 will be raised, 15,000 will be raised over here in terms of preference, and 5,000 will be raised over here by using the debt. So in total, we will have 50,000 crores of finance. Now the second alternative suggests that Reliance should go only with 10,000 crores of equity, then 10,000 crores of preference and 30,000 crores of debt. Rest every detail remains same. And here as well, they have got total amount to be raised to 50,000 crores. Now let me remove these figures, otherwise some people will be like, sir, confuse कर रहे हो आप तो. Okay, so all three alternatives, all three sources of finance are written and their combinations is given to you in terms of alternative 1 and alternative 2. Now we may just find the indifference point from this first of all, and then we may see that where does this indifference point coming, and based on the indifference point we'll see that where the actual EBIT of this company is right now. Let me just check the number of shares, because if while finding the indifference point it will be required. Okay, so I'm just going over there in the money control. Reliance financials. अपन ने जो डेटा कॉपी करके रखा है ना, उसके अंदर नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स नहीं है, और अगर ईपीएस दे देते हैं तो नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स फाइंड करना मुश्किल भी नहीं है. Here we have got the balance sheet, but we want the P&L account. So P&L account is given to you just next to a balance sheet. Just click on that P&L account, and congratulations, we are there into the P&L account. नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स की डिटेल्स और ईपीएस की डिटेल्स पीएनएल अकाउंट में से मिल जाएगी मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. Okay, so we'll not be taking the diluted EPS. The calculations of the diluted EPS involves some preference capital into account as well. The diluted EPS is just for the presentation purpose. That is to tell you that how much EPS may get diluted because of some potentially convertible preference shares or potentially convertible debentures. Now that involves some other things, but let's just ignore, let's do not consider this diluted EPS as of now. Let's consider the basic EPS. So my friend, if Reliance has got 31,944 crores of profit and the EPS is 49.66 per rupee, then what will be the number of shares? That is a one way to find it. Another way to find it is to go to the balance sheet, and from there as well it may be found. So equity capital of 6445, and each share will be having the face value of say 10 rupee. Now not given to us that what is the face value of share, but it may be taken at 10 rupee only, because I know that it will be a 10 rupee. And we may verify that by using the P&L account too. Let's go, just a second. So profit and loss is 31,944, right? So let me just write 31,944. And if you divide, the formula of EPS is like profit available to equity shareholder, profit available to equity shareholder divided by number of shares, right? That is the formula of EPS. So similarly, by using the same formula, you can find the number of shares as well. So number of shares you take on a right hand side. So EPS will be there in a denomination, and profits available to equity will be there in a numerator, and the division will be there as a EPS. साढ़े तीन की बात कर, हाँ आपका पास आता हूँ, ठीक है. Okay, so number of shares are there, profit divided by EPS. So profit is 31,944 and EPS is how much? 61 point. Now whatever the shares will be there, no, will be in crores, do not forget that. Earning per share is how much? 49.66. So let me just find the number of shares from here. 31,944 divided by 49.46. So that comes somewhere around 645 crores of shares. So number of shares can be found by this way. That's the first way, of 6445 crores. And if you take 10 rupee as a face value of each share, then again the number will be 644.5. So both is giving you the same number, right? Let's just take the arbitrary figure here, because every details we have taken right now is there in a crores. So this also will be taking that in a crore. 644.5 may be taken. 644.5. $644.5 crores. Now this is also there in a crores only, which is the existing number of shares. Good. Let's go to now. See, when we are finding the indifference point, no, in earlier sum we had taken over there, the number of shares were there in the denomination, and there was no detail of the existing equity shares was given to you. So basically, the EPS will be taken directly newly from whatever the details you have. So number of shares will be taken as 15,000 in alternative 1 and 5,000 in alternative 2. That's what we had done. 15 in first and 10,000 in second. because we were assuming that there is no existing equity shares available. And it was not given to us in the question that what is the existing equity share we have right now. But if you have got the existing share, you should add that too to get the EPS, right? Okay, so we were there into this. Now our first task is to find the EBIT, indifference point EBIT of this company. Now, how can we find the indifference point EBIT? By using the same formula. Let's assume EBIT as X. Just a second, my pen has stopped working. Started. Good. So formally, if we frame the equation, then it will look like this. So EBIT minus interest. Now interest will be there existing, and it will be newly added interest too. So you already have the existing interest. Now let's take the data of 2021 here. So in the 2021, you have already the interest of 16211, right? So that is first the existing 16211 plus what will be the interest in the alternative number 1. So my friend, 5,000 crores is to be raised, and on 5,000 crore, if the 9% interest is charged, so 9% of 5,000 crores will be 9 pancha 45, so it would be 450 crores, right? So I'm adding 450. Now that is a very hypothetical example. Huh? You may not be solving this as well, but just for the sake of our practical understanding, I'm taking this example that if Reliance wants to raise 50,000 crores, then where they should go to maximize their EPS based on our own calculations, you know. So that's going to be my interest minus, in bracket 1 minus tax rate. Now tax rate may be taken 40, 30%, whatever the case it be, you may take it. Just a second, please. Okay. Okay, so 1 minus tax rate. So tax rate is not given to us. We'll be assuming that it will be 30% in both the cases. So let me just give you the idea about the tax rate too here. I'm just writing tax rate 30%. And then there will be a preference dividend. Do we have any idea about the preference dividend over here? I guess there is no such amount given to us. But yes, the new preference shares will be issued in the alternative one, right? Of 15,000 crores. So you pay the 12% dividend on 15,000 crores. So 12% of 15,000 would be how much? I guess 150 એટલે 10% થાય અને બીજા 30 એટલે 180, right? So minus 180 crores. Now in bracket you have got the number of shares, right? Do not forget the existing number of shares too. So there are existing number of shares of 644.5 plus the new equity shares we have issued in the alternative one. 10 rupee is the face value of each equity share. So 30,000 divided by 10. So how many new number of equity shares may be issued? 30,000 divided by 10. So it will be 3,000, right? So 3,000 new number of equity shares may be issued to raise the 50,000 crores now, as per the alternative number 1. Good. So all the details of alternative 1 are written equal to EBIT will be assuming that as an X of second alternative EBIT minus interest. Now let's see that existing will be there in the second alternative too, which is going to be 16,211 plus the new interest as per the second alternative will be too high, right? And that's gonna be 13,000, and on that 30,000, and on that you have got the interest rate of 9%. So now there in a Satyavish to 2,700 crores further. Now closing the bracket, and that will be multiplied with 1 minus tax rate. So tax rate we are taking at 30% applicable to Reliance, minus preference dividend. In the second alternative, what will be the preference dividend, my friend? So 10,000 crores will be raised through preference, right? And 12% dividend will be there on 10,000 crores. So that will be ओके मैंने 1 0 यहाँ पे कम लिया, ऐसा मेरे को क्यों लग रहा है? हाँ कि ना, ऊपर वाले फिगर्स में. अच्छा देखते कोई बात नहीं आराम से. Let's just find the preference dividend of this right now. So preference dividend of 10,000, उसके ऊपर सर 12%, तो 12% हो गया 1200 करोड़, राइट? तो 1200 करोड़ will be taken as the preference dividend in rupees. सिमिलरली फ्रेंड यहाँ पे 180 नहीं 1,800 करोड़ आएगा, क्योंकि 15,000 करोड़ है, उसके ऊपर 12% देते हो, 1,800 करोड़ विल बी देयर. एंड लेट मी जस्ट टेक द अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट 5,000 करोड़, उसके ऊपर 450, वो ठीक है, 450 में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एंड हियर द अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट 2007, नहीं उसमें भी फर्क आएगा शायद, लेट मी जस्ट चेक इट आउट. सो 30,000 करोड़ के ऊपर 9%, सो 9 तेरी 27 અને 2 0 હોવા જોઈએ, તો 2,700, that is fine. Good. So this is how the equation will look like. Number of equity shares, the existing, do not forget that, 644.5 plus some new equity shares may be issued in the second alternative too. So 10,000 crores will be raised through an equity of 10 rupee. So the new equity shares will be there, and we are assuming that the issue is there at the face value only, yeah, right now. So here there will be 1,000. So let's find the indifference point of Reliance now by using this. You may also use the goal-seek function for that if you have prepared this in one format. And solver may also be used to get one desired output, you know, that we want a constraint that EPS of this should be equal to EPS of that. So what should be my EBIT level? So few other functions of Excel may be useful for that too. But that's just I'm keeping it in front of you manually. Okay, let's do it, everyone. Giving you 2 minutes, and let's see how much EBIT level we get. Obviously, the EBIT level will be there in a crores. So whatever the number we get will be there in crores. Let me do it along with you. ये पेन को पता नहीं क्या आज हो जा रहा है ना, देखो ये बहुत हैंग होने लगी है। अब इसका मैं एक्सेल फाइल बदल ही देता हूँ, नेक्स्ट टाइम से अलग एक्सेल फाइल में करेंगे बेटा अपने ये। लेकिन लास्ट कॉन्सेप्ट है ना सेकंड मॉड्यूल का, इसलिए मैं एक्सेल फाइल नहीं बदल रहा हूँ। अब ना ऐसे साइकोलॉजिकली हैबिचुएटेड होते हैं कि मैं ये मॉड्यूल खत्म हो जाए ना उसके बाद में नहीं एक्सेल, ये मॉड्यूल के बाद में नहीं एक्सेल। एनीवे not working. You may continue calculations, please. Started working finally. EBIT minus the total of these two will be, just for your sake I am doing it here, 16,661. That is to be multiplied by 0.7 minus 1,800 to be divided by 3644.5 equal to EBIT minus 16,211 plus 2,700. So you get 18,911. That is to be multiplied by 0.7 minus 1200 divided by 1644.5. Okay, therefore अब ये ब्रैकेट है उसको ओपन कर दो, 0.7 EBIT minus EBIT को you may just take the EBIT as it is or you may just assume that X, लेकिन कुछ कुछ लोगों को X नाम से प्रॉब्लम होगी, so you may just take the EBIT. So 0.7 multiplied by 16661. So 11,662.7 minus 1800 भूलना नहीं है. So we get in the denomination 3644.5. या माइनस माइनस हो जाएगा प्लस, but in the next step, so 0.7 EBIT minus 0.7 multiplied by 18,911. So we get 13,237.7 minus 1,200 भूलना नहीं है, PD भी है साथ में, 1644.5. Let's move ahead. .7 EBIT so इसमें 18 to be divided by 3644.5 equal to 0.7 EBIT minus, just add this to 3237.7 plus 1,200. So 13,437.7 0.7 divided by 1644.5. So you may just take the ratio over there. Here we have got the higher one as a denomination. So just take it over there on right hand side. So 0.7 EBIT minus 13462.7 equal to, just take this one in a bracket, 0.7 EBIT minus 13437.7. Now here we have got the denomination. If it goes right hand side, it becomes a multiplication. So 3644.5 divided by 1644.5. So let's just take the ratio of this up to 4 digit, and whatever there we get, no, we'll multiply that with these two things of this bracket. So 0.7 EBIT minus 13462.7 equal to 0.7 EBIT minus 13437.7. Just for the simplicity of calculations, we are taking these amounts in crores, क्योंकि अगर तुम 000 करते crores में करने जाते थे तो फिर शाम हो जाती. Multiplied by equal to 3644.5 divided by 1644.5. So sir, we get 2.2162. So therefore 0.7 EBIT minus 13462.7 equal to, now whatever the number we have got, no, it's there in a multiplication of this bracket. Do not forget that, please. So you'll be multiplying that with each element of this bracket. So 2.2162 multiplied by 0.7 EBIT. So 0.7 multiplied by 2.2162. So we get 1.55134 EBIT minus multiplication of this two now. Sir,
that number is wrong.
Which one?
It will be, it's not 13437.7, it would be 14437.7. Because we, yes.
11,662.7 plus 1,800, right? So
no, sir, that one is right.
Okay, so that one 13,462, that is fine, right? So where do you have the problem? Here you have the problem.
Yes, the second one.
Okay. 13 to, acha, right. We have added 1,200. So 14,437 will be there. Fine. This is what you are trying to say, no, Hemali?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so instead of 13, we may just take the 14. Fine, very true. Okay, so here only there will be a change, nowhere else. So 2.21 multiplied by 1447. Sir, आपने तो 200 ही ऐड किए, 1200 ऐड करने थे. Okay, fine. So we get 31,996.83. गुड. अब तो कुछ नहीं बचा ना भैया, अब तो ये सिर्फ माइनस प्लस EBIT को एक साइड लेके जाओ, उसको उधर साइड लेके जाओ. Okay, so let me take the EBIT over here, 0.7 EBIT. So here you have got the plus, so I'm just taking it over here in minus 1.55134 EBIT equal to minus 31,966.83 plus. Here we have got something in minus. No, if it goes right hand side, it becomes plus. So 13,462.7. So you will get some EBIT in minus here. So minus equal to 1.55134 minus 0.7. So that comes minus 85134 EBIT equal to, here also we'll get some minus 1966.83. तो माइनस है और प्लस है, तो प्लस है वो माइनस में से निकल जाएगा. सो 13,462.7. Here the minus shall be 18,504.13, and on both the sides we have got the minus, my friends, so we'll just cancel this minus off. So here EBIT will be 18,504.13 divided by 0.85134. So what is the indifference point EBIT we get, my friend? Let's just check it out.
Sir, also that value is 18534, not 504.
Okay. 31,966.83 minus 13,462.7, 18,504. Just check it out. It is 18,504 in my case, Hemali.
Yes, sorry, sir, I wrote the numbers wrong both the times.
Okay, so it's 18,504 only, no, in your case too.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, true, very true. Now you get the EBIT, just divide 18,504.13 by 0.85134. So we get the indifference point EBIT of the Reliance on these two alternatives. What do you get? Will someone tell me this? Equal to 18,504.13 divided by 0.85. So we get this amount in crores, 21,735.29 crores. Now that is the indifference point EBIT we have got, right? Now try to understand, my friends. Try to understand, please. Now here, the current EBIT of Reliance is how much? How do you find the current EBIT? See, you have got the profit before tax in the given case, right? Profit before tax. Just check out the profit before tax. Here, I'm just highlighting that with some color. Now, if you add the interest expense, the finance cost in the profit before tax, no, then it becomes the EBIT because it's the earning before interest and tax. So profit before tax is already before tax. But if you want the profit before interest and tax, so what do? In profit before tax, you just add up your finance cost, which is your interest. So you reach to EBIT. So in my case here, the profit before tax is 27,212 because that's the last year we have taken, no, 2021. So you just add up 27,212 and 16,211. So you get the EBIT. Try to understand. I am showing that to you conceptually. Say you have got EBIT minus interest, so you get profit before tax, right? Now you have got the profit before tax too, you have got the interest too, so just add the interest in this profit before tax, so you get EBIT, no, as simple as that. So your current EBIT is 27,212 plus 16,211. 27,212 plus 16,211. That is the current EBIT of Reliance Industries Limited of 2021. Now, from this question itself, we can see that the current EBIT is much more than the indifference point EBIT. So it's preferable to go with the equity if we want to. Sorry, current EBIT is more than the indifference point EBIT, no? So that means we should go with more debt now. So Reliance has still got some scope to take the more debt to increase their earning per share if these two alternatives are given to you. Obviously these two alternatives will get different. Now here it's not just about two alternatives. Sometimes in the real practical world we may get more than two alternatives too. So for that we have a different kind of analysis called ROCE ROE analysis. Now ROCE and ROE analysis is used quite frequently at the advanced level. The people at the chartered financial analyst who are pursuing that, you might have heard about the people pursuing the CFA are also using this ROCE ROE analysis a lot while doing the leverage analysis of the company, while doing the return analysis of the company. But that is not there as a part of our syllabus in the basic financial management right now. Maybe there in some advanced level subjects of say financial statement analysis or such other kind of subjects, or investment portfolio management or somewhere. So if you have got more than two alternatives, then this indifference point analysis will not be useful to you. That's what I'm trying to say. So in that case, we may do some further analysis as well. There are various other types of things too. You can have the DuPont analysis too. DuPont analysis में तो पूरे equations frame करने पड़ते हैं. Anyway, so that's not a part of this financial management right now. Is it clear? May I have the confirmation that based on whatever the available information you have, you got the absolute interpretation of this? A confirmation through the chat box, please, all of you. Good. अपना काम है प्रैक्टिकली करने का भाई. अपने को फिर ऐसे टेक्स्ट बुक वाले क्वेश्चंस तो मेरे को लेने अच्छे ही नहीं लगते. बट अब क्या करें, अब है एग्जामिनेशन भी वैसा होता है तो लेने पड़ते हैं. अदरवाइज मेरा बस चला है तो मैं तो आपको पूरा कंपनी के इंफॉर्मेशन में ही ले जाऊं, उधर सीधा बैठे बैठे एनालिसिस करने का. Anyway, so that's it from our side. Now EBIT EPS analysis is absolutely over. In the next session we'll go to the capital budgeting exercises. That is also a very important module, can also be called the investment decision making. Will be discussed in detail in the next session. Bye bye, take care, sayonara. That's it from my side. Please put your enrollment number as a mark of your attendance for the day. See you all in the next session and all the best for the examinations. Please prepare well for it. अगले दिन थोड़ी सी आलस नहीं करनी है बेटा, थोड़ा सा अच्छा तरीके से प्रिपेयर करके जाना है. Okay, take care. See you all in the next session again.